Today I'm gonna show you how to make a pan-fried pork chop. Who am I kidding? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I do! Now let's go!
All right, Sunny, what's the first step?
Well, let's season these pork chops.
Okay.
Salt, pepper. So ripping hot cast iron, right? I've had that on the heat for like literally 8 minutes. We're doing olive oil, that's all we got, but a neutral oil might be better. Dropping that pork, it's perfect. Okay, about 3 minutes and flip. Shallots, garlic, reduce the heat, killing it. Unsalted butter, rosemary going in, and baste, baste, baste. Another 3 minutes of basting and we're gonna rest. Add some orange juice to your pan and some balsamic vinegar. A little more pepper. Now we'll reduce that by about half. Okay, now we're gonna start working in cold unsalted butter. Keep that heat really low. Here it is.
I didn't do anything to help, but it looks
Boom.
great.
Smells amazing, my friends.
It's beautiful. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa, that was a one-way ticket to Flavor Town.
You know I love you in and out. It's perfect.
Yes!
If we really want to protect our oceans and the life within them, the best thing we can do is stop eating fish. A study from the journal Science predicted that we could have fishless oceans by the year 2048. This is due to commercial fishing, which kills between 1 to 2.7 trillion marine animals every year. This degradation of biodiversity leads to ocean dead zones, and if the oceans die, we die. If you're looking for healthy, plant-based recipes that help reduce your environmental impact, come to my Instagram where I share recipes daily.
BBQ Brisket Nachos. These are so freaking delicious. We're gonna start with some butter, adding onto the cast iron skillet, and some cubed up leftover brisket with pinto beans, chipotle sauce, and barbecue sauce. Saute that together and pull it off the heat. Clean off your skillet, add on the tortilla chips along with the beans and brisket. Adding a layer of freshly shredded cheese. We're gonna top that off with a second layer of chips, some beans and brisket, and more cheese. We're gonna cover that up with aluminum foil and make a cowboy broil, putting the grill grate over the top, adding some smoldering logs on top. We're gonna cook it from the top down, garnishing it with all kinds of fun stuff. You can find this whole recipe on my blog. Cheers.
Today we're taking surf and turf to the next level with Wagyu and Lobster.
Buckle up, this is uncharted territory. Sear and let's make our filling. Lemon, jalapeno, parsley, and a whole bunch of lobster. Mix that with cream cheese and rub, add to your Black Hawk skirt steak, and wrap up your present. And now, our multicolored bacon weave. Cover your beef bomb, and smoke over applewood. Pull at 135 and assemble. This is the Black Hawk Scorpion Beef Bomb. Packed with flavor and guaranteed to terrify the kids. Follow on YouTube, full video and recipe coming soon.
This is how to make a good British toad in the hole. Start off with a glug of oil in an oven dish and lay out your sausages to cook. While they're cooking for about half an hour, take 3 eggs and break them into a bowl. Give them a whisk and add 1 cup of plain flour and 1 cup of milk. A pinch of salt, and then give them a good whisk to get any lumps out. At this point, the oil in the oven and the sausages should be quite hot. Pour the Yorkshire pudding mix over the sausages and leave them to cook on a medium to high heat until the Yorkshire pudding has risen and browned on the top. This is one of my favourite and easiest meals. Make sure to serve with lots of...
I am by no means a barbecue expert, but I make a pretty good pork butt. And if you don't have a smoker, you could definitely do this in the crock pot or the oven as well. It just won't have that smoke flavor. I'm starting off by drying it off really well and then coating it in mustard. You just need a really little amount and I promise you will not taste it. I am seasoning it heavily with salt, pepper, and paprika and letting it sit for about 20 minutes on each side just so that seasoning really adheres. Then I'm throwing it on my smoker at 225 with the probe in it. Once it hits 165, I wrap it in foil, let it finish. Somewhere around 203 to 205, I take it off and throw it in the cooler for 3 hours, and then it is ready to shred. This is so good, you guys have got to try it. And as always, hit that follow button for more easy recipes.
Let's make homemade buffalo wings. Buttermilk, pickle juice. Let these sit for half an hour. For our buffalo sauce, we'll add 2/3 cup hot sauce, a stick of cold butter, 1.5 tablespoons white vinegar, a 1/4 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, a little cayenne pepper, a little garlic powder, and just a pinch of salt. Whisk over medium heat until well combined. I'm telling you right now, homemade buffalo is 10 times better than anything you've ever had at a restaurant or a store. For our chicken dredge, we'll go 2 cups potato starch. Stop frying with flour, it's not crispy. A little garlic powder, chili powder, black truffle salt, onion powder, and pepper. First, we'll fry our chicken about 8 minutes at 325, and now we'll fry at 375 till golden brown. Now that is crispy. Buffalo sauce. Doesn't that look heavenly? If you're ever gonna make a recipe off my page, this is
1 box funfetti cake, 2 vanilla pudding cups, 1 8-ounce package of Cool Whip. Combine it all together. Hello, Dunkaroo Dip.
2 packs of graham crackers on a pan. 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, boil for 2 minutes. Pour over the graham crackers and spread in a thin layer. Bake for 7 minutes, 350. Sprinkle with chocolate chips, spread them out, and then top with crushed pretzels or almonds. Chill, break apart.
This is something my mom used to make for us whenever we were younger, so it's kind of turned into a comfort food for us. Start with your 8 beef hot dogs, split them open. Yes, I said hot dogs. This is North Carolina, no glizzies here. Add some sour cream to some mashed potatoes and some cheese, and I like a lot of cheese in mine. Kind of up to you. Get it nice and creamy, mix it together. Once you have it nice and mixed, you're going to take your potato mixture and you're going to add it onto your split open hot dogs. And I would use all beef franks for this because they're a little bit more salty, and that's going to help with the flavor profile. Once you get all your hot dogs filled with your potato mixture, you're going to add more shredded cheese onto the top. I just use straight cheddar for this, and you know, more cheese is better anyway. So preheated oven 350. They go in for 15 to 20 minutes until they're nice and melty. Take them out, and there you have it. Cheap, easy, and delicious snow-capped wieners.
1 bite of this dip will make you realize that you're not going to want to share it. In a bowl, add 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1 cup of shredded cheddar, and 1/2 cup of shredded Gruyere. Now add 1/2 cup of mayo and 1 cup of sour cream, 2 minced garlic cloves, and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. Drain 1 can of artichoke hearts and chop them up and put them in the bowl. Add about 1.5 cups of spinach. I use the frozen bag. Thaw it out and chop it up. Add a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper and give it a good mix. Transfer to a baking dish or a cast iron pan. Spread it out so it's nice and even, and then add a little bit more shredded cheese on top. Put it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. When it's done, it should look a little something like this. Dip it with your favorite crackers. Let's eat!
Balsamic bacon Brussels sprouts. Wash and cut 1 pound of Brussels sprouts in half. Drizzle with oil, toss, and add to a sheet pan. Season with salt and pepper and bake at a 400-degree oven for 12 minutes. Chop 3 ounces of bacon and 1 shallot. Add the bacon to a cold pan, turn the heat on, and cook halfway through. Now add your shallots and continue cooking until shallots are translucent. About 3 more minutes. Deglaze with a 1/2 cup of balsamic vinegar. Turn the heat off and then season with salt and pepper. Pour over your Brussels sprouts and garnish with parsley. Enjoy.
Let's make maple candied bacon. 1 cup brown sugar, 1/2 cup maple syrup, nice squeeze of lemon juice. Once the sugar's dissolved, add a splash of whiskey, light it up. Don't be scared, just shake it till the fire's gone. Cook this off until it's about the consistency of maple syrup. Now I'll turn this into this. Lay your bacon on a sheet tray and generously paint it all over with our glaze. Bake this at 375 for about 18 to 20 minutes or until your bacon is crispy golden brown. I'll immediately add a little maple crumble and just a pinch of flaky salt. Be careful, this is highly addictive. Yeah, I definitely just found my new favorite.
Let's make fresh cranberry sauce and freeze till Thanksgiving. Clean your cranberries. In the pot, sugar, 1/2 cup of fresh squeezed OJ, 1/2 cup of water, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Bring to a boil, dash of cinnamon, Grand Marnier. Put a little in. Okay, it's starting to smell great, but wait till you hear a little pop pop. Starting to pop. Lower the heat to a simmer. Press it against to pop a little bit more. Simmer for 10 minutes. Almost done. Done. Cranberries off the heat and zest an orange. Stir it in. Get your mason jars. Let it cool without a cap for 30 minutes. Then cap it. Put it in the refrigerator for like 24 hours and then you can freeze it.
If you have leftover Halloween candy, this is the best cookie recipe to get rid of the candy. So I'm gonna put fats and sugar in a bowl, get those all creamy and nice, and then take a million years opening all these little pain in the ass, fun size candy bars. They are not fun. at all. But I have Kit Kat, Hershey's, and I think I had some Snickers as well. 2 eggs go in, vanilla, and then my flour and leaveners. By the way, this recipe is on my website, you'vebeendeserted.com. Link is in bio. Add Oleo chocolate. Then we're just gonna ball it up with a little disher. This helps me control the scoops. I'll press them down a tiny bit, and then sea salt on top is the key. 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. They are delicious, chewy, and yeah, they'll get rid of your Halloween candy. Like and follow for more.
Nothing beats a Philly cheesesteak. Let's make our own at home because you can. Spanish onions, diced. Heat, medium heat, cast iron skillet or griddle. Add your onions, kosher salt, pepper. Saute until caramelized but tender crisp. Remove ribeye. Fresh Italian rolls are key. Gut it. Avocado oil. Add the steak, medium-low heat. Don't chop it up. Kosher salt at the end so it doesn't pull out the moisture. Pepper. Return the onions. Divide it. Add the cheese. Whiz wit. American wit.
I'm going to show you how to make the best burger you've ever had. This is called a fried onion smash burger, and I got the recipe from the Not Another Cooking Show page. His instructions are way better than mine, so go look them up if you want to make this. First, I started by slicing an onion super thin as you can. Next, I rolled out 3-ounce balls of 80/20 ground beef. This next step is really important. Get your cast iron super hot. Throw your ground beef in the pan, season with salt. Next, you're gonna add all of your onions to the top of each of your burgers. Salt your onions. I accidentally went a little crazy with the salt here. And then you're gonna smash your burgers as thin as you can. They only take about 2 minutes on each side to cook. After you've cooked on the first side, then you're gonna flip them over, let them cook another 2 minutes, throw some cheese on, let it melt.